Ukraine's 2004 Orange Revolution promised voters economic and political change. Instead, Ukrainians suffered through years of squabbling between then-President Viktor Yushchenko and his sometimes Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. The forces that had promised Ukrainians hope instead delivered only political crisis and empty rhetoric, culminating in the 2008-2009 economic crisis, growth shrinking 15% and inflation surging 16%. Ukraine's voters swept the orange political forces out of power in subsequent parliamentary and presidential elections. A path towards political and economic pragmatism is clearly preferable to voters than unkept promises and dithering. On October 28th, voters will once again have a choice between the stable economic and political policies of the Party of Regions-led government, which has resulted in over 4% economic growth since the economic crisis, or the opposition's offer to return Ukraine to the noise and disorder of the Orange years. Ukraine's opposition political groups have misread the voters' level of disenchantment with the current government. The Party of Regions has won over the trust of many voters thanks to governing Ukraine with stability for 2 years. Instead of endless bickering, the Verkhovna Rada has implemented balanced economic, foreign policy, and social programs in line with the Party of Regions' political platform. The Orange Revolution has come and gone. Ukrainians are increasingly pleased with the direction the country is headed. The opposition's crude attempts to stir up civil unrest, should they lose, is a last-minute, desperate attempt to grasp power. Had the opposition truly cared about the concerns of Ukraine's voters, they would not have formed an all-encompassing, united opposition, which was a betrayal to many of Yulia Tymoshenko's strongest supporters. Many Tymoshenko loyalists were removed from the ballot by Yatsenyuk's team, which greatly upset Yulia's most ardent supporters. While some voters may want fresh faces in government, the same holds true for the opposition, a blast of stale air from the past. Instead of another parliament filled with inflated egos and pointless bickering, Ukraine needs stability. Ukraine needs economic growth. Ukraine needs the Party of Regions.